Hey guys, Derek here, Speed UTV, car number 839. And I was having a little bit of trouble hard starting, and the fuel pressure seemed to be a little bit low. Between people on the internet and talking to the service guys at Speed UTV, we determined that, hey, we need to turn it up. It was only at, we're pushing the button, and before we started, we were at about 30 PSI. It needs to be between 55 and 60. So what they told me to do is crank up the pressure on the regulator. That is behind the back seat. I'm going to show you how to remove the rear seat and how to adjust that.
First thing we're going to do is take out this back seat. So I was looking at it and I thought I was going to have to remove a bunch of plastic and stuff like that. It's actually quite simple, as was pointed out to me on the internet by some other people. So on the bracket here on the bottom, there are two bolts. You can see right here, 1 and 2 over here. I've already removed those. Those are a 13 millimeter or a 1/2 inch. So we're gonna go ahead and remove those. And then the seat just slides forward a little bit and rocks out. The back of the seat is just these two pins are in those two holes. So we're gonna wrestle that out of the way. On the lap and shoulder belts, they come out the holes. The crotch one, the center one there, is connected to the seat frame on the bottom. It's wrapped around. Actually, when mine came apart, it actually came loose. So you wanna be real careful with that and make sure that it's attached properly. Mine's kinda, I need to play with it and get it right here before I reinstall it. Next, we're gonna remove this cover, and we're also gonna remove the screws to pull out the cup holder here and give us access to the battery. These are this 5 millimeter Allen head. And so this guy pulls off. Doesn't have to pull off all the way, just needs this cover kind of tucks in behind it, and it folds forward and lifts out in spots, and you've got your fuel pressure regulator here. With a 5/8 inch wrench, we're going to remove the acorn nut on the top here, and it's just on there. It's just a threaded bolt, and then the nut below that is a lock nut or a jam nut. This is kind of like a dust cover nut. You're going to replace it and tighten this guy down. In the top of this is an Allen head, that same size 5 millimeter one. Next, with the key fob near the starter, I'm going to turn the car on, just to turn everything on and bring it up. And then on the panel, when it comes up, I'm going to switch to the third screen. 1, 2, and I've got my fuel pressure right here. Now I've already adjusted this. It was down really low. Like I said, we want that between 55 and 60. With the car running, I'm going to go back to the back. So the top of the nut is a 5 millimeter Allen, and I've got my handy dandy flexible Harbor Freight socket there with my 5 millimeter on that. So now I've got that in place, and here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna back it off. Let's see, so counterclockwise is backing it off. So I've got my fuel pressure up on the gauge there in the middle. You can see it. Let's see if I do this, 54 PSI, and I'm loosening, and the pressure number is automatically adjusting as I'm switching it. I noticed that I got a change in the sound of the fuel pump as I cranked mine up. So now I'm gonna switch it, and we're gonna bring it in. We're tightening that in. As you can see, it's coming in, tightening that nut in. We're gonna go to 50, 57 right there, 59, 60. I'm gonna back it out. Speed said 55. The internet said 60, so we'll go right in the middle, 50. There we go. So when I come counterclockwise, that lowers the pressure, and clockwise from the top tightens the pressure. So got it where I want it now, and I'm just gonna come back. I'm gonna tighten this jam nut back up, put the acorn nut back on, and then repeat the process to put everything back in. Hope that helps. If you like this, like and subscribe. I'll be doing more stuff on my Speed UTV.